Hi everyone, this is Om from Civil Center. Welcome to our channel. As we know, Civil Center is continuously working with the vision to guide civil engineering students and professionals. And for that, we keep making videos on different software and on different topics related to civil engineering field. So, what are we going to learn today? Today we are going to start a new project in Tekla Structures. So what do we need to understand first? First of all, we will have to understand the architectural plan and the structural drawing. So according to that, we are going to modify these grid lines. So first of all, we will learn how to modify these grid lines according to the structural drawing. Now I will just open up the architectural plan for you. So this is our architectural plan, and you can see this is a G+1 building. So we will just have a look at it. So over here you can see we have the bedroom, toilet, balcony, kitchen, and what we need to understand for this. So we will have to understand the location of the columns and the position of the beams. Okay, so we have these columns over here and these are the beams. So this is how you will have to analyze the architectural plan. Now we will go for the structural drawing after the completion of this first floor plan. So you can see we have the first floor plan like this, and our columns are positioned at these places. You can see this is being highlighted when I go over here. So we have the columns at these places, and now we can analyze the structural drawing. So whenever you are working on any project in Tekla Structures, for the detailing work you will have to just get ready your architectural plan and the structural drawing first. So over here is our structural drawing, and you can see we have the foundation layout, plinth beam layout, and the typical floor beam layout. We will also discuss about all the other components that are present over here in our upcoming videos. But for now, we will start with this one. So we will start with the plinth beam layout, because if we have the grids for the plinth beam, then we will easily have the grids for the foundations. Okay, and on the top floor you can see that we have some more center lines over here which are made in order to get the coordinates. So this one is having more number of the grid lines, or you can say more number of center lines. So we will start with this one. So suppose you are working in the Tekla structures and you are working with this grid lines. So what do you need to do? We need the center to center distance of the center line from here to here, like A to B, then B to C, then C to D, and similarly you will have to find out the distances. Now you will have to move from bottom to top. Okay, so this way you can modify the grid lines, or you can also choose for the negative values of this one. So first of all, let's do a little modification in Tekla structure and understand what is the difference. So we will simply modify the grid lines. So let's say first grid line is at 1000, then we have another one at 2000, and then we have another one at 4000. Now I will simply modify the grid lines. Okay, and you can see we have this distance with us. So this distance is half of this one, and this one is the half of this one. So you will have to calculate what? You will have to calculate the distance between the two grid lines. And if you have your AutoCAD drawing with you, then you can simply do that. Okay, so I will guide you first how you can get this modifications. Okay, so first of all I will just make a copy of it, and so that we can change it according to our need. Okay, so we will simply go on the copy, select a point, and then we can place it over here. You can also turn on your ortho in order to get it pattern. Okay, now we can modify it. So at first I will simply select all the distances and I will delete them. Okay, so now I can easily get the distances. I will do the same in this one. So I will select it and then delete it. Okay, similarly I will delete the lines or the dimensions in this direction also, and also in this structural drawing. Okay, so this has been done. Now what we need to do over here, we need to just calculate the distance between these two, like center lines over here. So what we need to go for, we will choose for the dimension from here, and then we will just go end to end between these grid lines, and we can calculate the dimension accordingly. Okay, so I will simply calculate the distance between these two lines over here. So make sure you are just taking the distance between the two center lines in order to get it perfectly. Okay. So you have center to center distance between the two center lines in the x direction. Now we will do the same for the y direction. And you will have to look closely in order to just make it right. Okay. So this one is good. But here I have grabbed a wrong point, so I will simply take care of all the things. So you can simply zoom in over here and select the right point. And similarly, we have the distances in the y direction also. So now our distance in the x direction and the distance between two center lines in the y direction is ready. Now we will do the same for the typical floor beam layout. Okay. And why I am doing so? Because here the number of the grid lines is different than the number of the grid lines that is present over here. So if we have the grid distance, then we will simply make the grid lines according to our need. And now we have the distances in y-axis as well for the typical floor beam layout. Okay. Now we can start entering the value in STAAD Pro. So let's match the results of the x-axis on typical floor beam layout. So you can either start with this one or you can also start with this one. Okay, so these are the two values with which we can start, and we can modify our grid lines according to that. So if you are starting with this one, then you will have to start So now we have to choose between which center line or grid line we are going to use. So you can either start with plinth beam layout and you can draw the grid lines according to this, and later you can just join the construction lines in the roof beam layout, okay, or the floor beam layout. Or you can simply start with the grid lines on this and you can place the like columns and the beams according to this one, okay. So this is the final procedure, okay. So we will have the distances. So first of all, let's analyze the position of the beams. So over here you can see all the columns are placed in the same thing, because the columns will be starting from the base to the top, okay. So they will continue. And about the beams may change, okay. So we will start with this grid line because this will give us the accurate dimensions, okay. So we are going to now modify it. So we will simply minimize this and keep it on the left, and then we are going to minimize this and keep it on the right, okay. So this way we can easily modify the grid lines. So what we need to do, we need to enter the dimensions or the distances on the x coordinate first. So we are starting with the floor beam layout, okay. So we will just enter all these values over here. So I will just delete this one and start entering the value. So first one is 1221, then 1348, then 1154, 667, 867, 1401, 304. Then we have 1769, 769, okay. Then we have 1317, then we have 796, then we have 800, then we have 195, okay, and then we have 1126, then we have 1943, 943, and let's see, okay, 1499, 207, then we have 1346, then 124, then we have 304, then 1224, then 732, then 1350. So we have all the values on the x-axis. Now we are going to do the same for the y-axis. So we will enter the values from here. So first one is 1086. Then we have 1168. Then 1137. So I am taking the reference from the left side. Then we have 1268. And after that we have 184. 184. Then we have 250. Then we have 1333. And now let's see. One 764, then we have 226, then we have 1088, then we have 639, then what do we have? we have 352, and then finally we have 971. Okay, so these two are clear. Now we need to specify the z-axis. So for that we will also take the reference of the footing and everything. So we will keep it like this for now, and we will click on modify. And now let's see how it has changed the grid lines. So you can see we have changed the grid lines like this one. So now let's click on it and create the views first. So I will go to the view along the grid lines and then create the views. So over here we will start with grid 1, then we will go for grid A. Okay, now close this one, go to Windows. Okay, close the views. Okay, now let's make it to the top. Okay, so this is our top view now, and we will simply name this. So for that what we need to do, we need to go back to the AutoCAD drawing. Okay, and I will just expand this one. So on this side you can see on the y-axis we have named it as 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 till 15. Okay, and in this side we need to do a little bit of changes. So A B C, this should be D, so I will simply make it D. Grid lines till W over here, and in this direction, that is in the Y direction, we should have the grid lines from 1 to 15. So I am going from bottom to top, so I will simply change it to the from bottom to top it should be 15 14 13. So I will simply name it like this. Okay, so let's see how we can do this. Okay, so first of all let's work in the x-axis and we have to go till W. Okay, so I will go to Tekla Structures and there I will just enter all the things over here, and I will click on modify. So you can see all the grid lines have been named properly over here, and we have grid lines till W. Now we have to work with this one that is in the Y direction. So we have to go till 15. So we will start entering the values in the reverse order. And I will click on modify. Okay, so let's see if we have missed any line over here, because we should have got the 15 lines, but here we have just 14 lines over here. So let's check for the value first, and we are going to check for that. We will look for the values over here. So it should be 1086. Okay, it's 1086, 1168, 1137. Then we have 1286, 1268, sorry. Then we have 184. Okay, that's fine over here. 184, then 250, that is good. Then 1333, then we have 1674, so it's 1764, then 1386 is there. Okay, we missed one value over here. 1386 is missing. So we don't need to worry about this one. We can always insert a value of 1386 and a space, then 226, then 1088, then we have 639, then we have 352, and then 971. So I will just modify this one. And now we have the desired number of grid lines over here. Okay, so this way you can always modify it. Now what we need to do, we need to position the columns over here. So in today's class we have learned how to modify the grid lines according to the structural drawings, and we will learn more on this and we will keep working on this project in the next video. So till then, take care. So guys, that was all for today. If you want more such informative videos, then you can visit our YouTube channel, as well as you can also visit our Facebook page, where you will find a number of YouTube videos and the informative posts related to our live online classes. So if you want to register for our live online classes, then you can simply go to the link given in the description. All you have to do is to click on that link and it will open up a Google form for you. You have to just fill your details over here, and I will personally give you a call and I will guide you how to proceed to join our live classes. See you in the next video. Thank you.